Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for a Social Sports Pad podcast.
I'm back, bitches.
All right,
Hi.
everybody, that was Cobra. I am your host, Ricky.
Woo-woo.
With me, as always, is the Cobra, back from basically doing the Cobra things. Ben is with me as always, and tonight our guest is Tyler. Now, unless somebody else jumps in, we are going to go ahead and run with this format. We got Ben going first, Cobra going second, Tyler going third, and then I wrap cleanup at number 4.
Let me remind the podcast of something. When Cobra does Cobra things, they are of the legal nature, not illegal, despite my crazy nature that I am.
Seriously, the definitely agents needed in this place. Unlike the Antonio Brown house. All right.
Dude, he's got some serious problems. Yeah, especially, got arrested for not paying his child support payments. I thought the motherfucker had money.
Hey, seriously, you don't be rich by spending money, but if
you be rich by dodging taxes. Ask Donald Trump.
But again, basically, kind of a public service announcement. If you are going to have a kid, make sure you support your kids, and please make sure that you are part of your kid's life. You were there for the conception. Be there for the entire life. So, going in. Into actual football and not, data economics. We're going to get on the hype train. Everybody books. A lot of craziness happened. We no longer have an undefeated, but we still have a defeated. So let's go ahead and get started with the hype. Anybody who's new to the show, here's how the hype train works. Basically, we're going to start off in the first car and talk about hype, getting the engines pumping and rolling. Which team we have right now that we should definitely believe in, definitely believe in their victory and their performance. Pump the brakes on either a team that is kind of slipping in the slopes or, gaining momentum way too quickly that we need to hold the phone a little bit. And then which team? We are in full panic room mode. The cars are on fire and everything like that as we go to our destination. As I said before, Cobra talking about Cobra things, the lineup is going to be Ben starting us off as my leadoff man. Cobra, he's batting the number 2. Tyler is, pulling the diesel and being number 3. I'm going to be batting cleanup. And if anybody jumps in from, one of our groups, they take my place, push me back a little bit. After we ride the hype train, we are going to go ahead and talk about some of those injuries that happened in the NFL this week and kind of guesstimate which injury would have the most impact on. Then we're going to just, after we talk about the injuries, we're going to talk about an overall surprise, as we normally do on an overall surprise. Then we will
go into my favorite segment, the Tank Men.
Yes, we're going to start up them tanks, and we're going to talk about the teams that basically, overall, their performance sucked so hard. They, basically could go through a garden hose at 20 foot.
Then we go right into Ricky's favorite segment, the Holla at your boy.
Yes, seriously, like Zach Wilson at a MILF convention. It's a Holla at your boy. Then after that, we are going to talk about the Thursday night game with the Jags go to take on the New Orleans Saints and do a prediction segment with that. But for now, all aboard! All right, so yes, it is time to get on that hype train. So a lot of things happen in week 6. Ben, give me a team right now that you are absolutely hyped about, man.
Man, those Lions, what about them? They are roaring. They
All
are taking
right.
control just like they are in Africa, grazing the Serengeti and going after whatever gazelle they want.
Well, they
They are
adore they
taking
go into the jungle. The
control.
jungle.
Jungle is, oh, it's
Yes, the
beautiful.
lions right now, they know the way. They definitely know the way, my brother. They know their
Do
way.
you do
They
you
know the
know the
way.
way? Do you know the way?
Hey, Cobra. Sounds like you were definitely about to, pump up the lions. Pump up the lions.
Yes, I was, man. I was gonna pump up the Lions faster than you could say Pontiac GTO Judge.
Ooh.
But
Oh.
unfortunately, thank you, Ben, or should I say? But no,
You're welcome.
my hype train is actually going to be a little bit different since I'm going to go Jacksonville on this one.
All right. Yeah.
Jacksonville is on my hype. I wanted to go a little bit different other than Miami, which I'm pretty sure someone's going to cover Miami. But Jacksonville weeks, especially showed up against the Colts and told Jim Irsay to go fuck off to his cocaine. Allegedly.
I mean, definitely see that. The Jags, since
The
their
only
trip to
people doing
London, have
cocaine
actually
is
shown. I'm sorry. But yeah, the Jags are definitely showing us the Jacksonville Jaguars that we expected them to be. Starting,
Even without Trevor.
3 weeks ago against Atlanta, and then against the Bills and with the Colts. They have definitely feasted. So Tyler, who are you hyped about?
To be very honest, I'm gonna go with the Jets because of their defense.
Just the Jets because of their defense. You don't have anything more to add?
The
Well,
fact
I was
I,
gonna
th- I was
say,
also hyping up the Jets because one, they were able to outlast the number one offense in the league, which is the Eagles.
Are they the number one offense? Though?
Not anymore.
Are they?
Not anymore.
No. Oh, I'm questioning that because
They were at one point. They're their top offense. I should.
I was gonna say the Eagles are the Eagles. I mean, definitely with everybody's expectations of the Eagles this year. And
Especially being the Super Bowl
as
runner-ups last year.
Yeah, Super Bowl runner-ups, the way that their offense was firing on all cylinders, like it was going to be how it is. And with those weapons, like for Salah and that defense to just hold them to how they were.
Credit goes to Xerxes. Well done. You managed to destroy the 300 Spartans.
Okay, yeah.
So, what I'm saying about cocaine is Tony Khan is also on the cocaine.
All right. So, and to finish up the hype train, the team that I am hyped up on right now is I am hyped up on the tanking of the New England. All sorts of hype about that. Thank you to the football gods for finally giving Bill Belichick his fucking due and basically giving him the suck that we definitely needed 15 years ago.
Well, the football gods are finally doing what he did to the New York Jets, basically telling them to fuck off on a paper napkin.
And that definitely is yeah, not gonna lie. I would say fuck you to the Jets on a paper napkin as well. So basically everybody we are now going into the dining car on this hype train where we're pumping the brakes. They got some wonderful desserts and everything. So which teams right now are you pumping the brakes on? It does not matter. So Ben, then go ahead and give me a team you're pumping the brakes on.
I'm pumping the brakes on those Eagles, man. They got their wings clipped by Zach Wilson and the Jets.
How I Met Your Mother.
Yep. the president of the Maitland Ward fan club.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. With how the Jets were last year, okay, and and a lot of people are like, yeah, the Jets didn't make a playoffs last year, right? The Jets were a playoff team, even with Zach Wilson at quarterback, because of Brees Hall. All right, when Brees Hall went down last year, all right, the Jets crumbled.
You're half right on that.
Half right.
Because it also helped that Sauce Gardner, it turned out to be an absolute stud as well. That defense held them to get close to playoff contention. That's why I'm saying you're half right on that.
Again, Brees Hall was that catalyst that caused that collapse. All right, Sauce was Sauce. Sauce was shutting down, Revis Island 2.0.
Sauce is a stud. Enough said.
Yeah, Sauce is Sauce. Definitely.
You want to hear bold?
Oh, well, we're talking about Sauce and you bring in the bold. We getting bold Sauce?
We're not there yet, damn it!
No, give me the sauce.
The Jets are going to make the playoffs.
Oh,
they're making the playoffs.
Not gonna lie, that has some chance. As long as they stay healthy, that is definitely
wild card.
Be like part of the Tyler hype thing that they have a chance. But with the Eagles, hey, who's been calling it for weeks that definitely slow and it's going to catch up to them.
Yeah,
I've also been saying that too because they look bad against the commies. Which, speaking of, pump the brakes on the goddamn commies.
Oh right, you not gonna lie, you have been riding that commie dick. Basically, riding that pump. I'm and not gonna lie, I don't see where.
This time it's justified.
Okay.
They beat a Falcons team made up of plumbers and Make-A-Wish kids.
Dude, cut the hell out with the Make-A-Wish kids, man. Like, seriously, no.
Desmond Ridder is not a good quarterback.
Okay, Desmond Ridder is serviceable.
That's why they lost.
Was literally his. Was against the Commanders. Look, the Commanders' defense needed to show up.
Yeah, and for the.
I'm going to tell you something that I said last week.
This is inconsistency.
Thought that they were
this is complete inconsistency. But there, I cannot trust a team like the Commanders, and I see them almost every week with my fiance Brittany. Okay,
what is inconsistent?
Serious, like.
Well, their secondary for one.
Their secondary is garbage.
Right, I knew that,
the main thing that is saving the Commanders' defense is their front four. That's it. Like their front four is outstanding.
Yep.
Yeah, but their secondary is absolute ass. That is one of the main reasons why Buffalo forced them for 37 points. Thank you very much.
They did pretty good against them.
Anyway, can I say mine now?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're going into it, man. Yeah, but yeah, we had to pump the brakes on the commies. But yeah,
and they played the way I thought they were going to play on offense.
All right, so Tyler,
pump the motherfucking brakes on the San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, I was there.
Seriously, I love how everybody's like, they lose one game when we're pumping the brakes on them.
Yeah, lose one game.
They're not as. Now, what I've noticed now watching against the Giants, they didn't play. They really haven't played anybody good yet. Besides, they finally played somebody good and they lost.
Well, I mean, you're saying the Dallas Cowboys aren't good.
Dallas Cowboys are shit. They really haven't played anybody either. Dallas hasn't played anybody either. But my point being is
continue.
Even with Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel healthy, their offense they're not playing that good. If they're not as high scoring as you think they are. They're not as high octane as like Miami or Buffalo or at one point Do you even consider the Eagles? Fuck no.
Well, to be fair, Brock Purdy is just a system quarterback.
No,
system's made
I disagree with
Every
system.
quarterback
Take
is a
Brock
system
Purdy.
quarterback in Kyle Shanahan's offense.
You take
Yes.
Brock Purdy out of that. If you take him and put him on any other offense,
He's gonna be
not
shit.
going to do what he's doing in
Yeah,
San Fran.
He's
You know,
not.
I don't
not-
think so. I don't.
Brock Purdy's playing like shit right now.
Well, he played like shit in that last game. Like watching that game, it was, you know, they lost Deebo Samuel.
Even Christian McCaffrey was playing like
Nobody-
shit before he got injured.
Yeah,
And
it was.
don't tell me
to
I
me,
don't
like it just felt like
Everything was off, right?
yeah, like
This
because they
was
didn't. Because not gonna lie, I'm gonna say this, and basically put your tinfoil hats on. All right, so Deebo Samuel's injury. All right, they didn't replay anything with it. They didn't say anything else other than Deebo Samuel just walked into the blue tent. There was no source of, hey, where did he get hit? Where did he get hurt? Where could it possibly have happened? It was just Deebo's done for today. After that happened, I'm like, okay, we got Ray McLeod. He's coming in. Oh, they want Ray McLeod to do Deebo things, and he's not Deebo. And then Christian McCaffrey goes out. The best player on that team is Christian McCaffrey.
Yep.
As I said before the podcast started, when you're gonna hurt your back when you have to carry a team.
Yeah. So
here's
like,
my thing. Is basically now what you look at it is just basically see, and you look at the 49ers and you basically see the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, except Brock Purdy can't run. All right,
he cannot run.
Not gonna lie, the thing that kind of with that adjustment, the 49ers just did not adjust against the Rams, or not against the Rams, but against the Browns. All right, you lose Deebo Samuel,
you're fucked.
You still got you got CMC. CMC wasn't hurt then.
Yeah.
All right.
And you still have Kittle.
And you have Kittle. All right.
You're telling
I'm sorry.
You can't do anything with that?
Yeah, like Jimmy Garoppolo would have. Jimmy Garoppolo would have fed Kittle all fucking day once Deebo got down.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Kittle's
all right,
and
Kittle also has lost a step.
And would also
look
good
years.
doing it, because he just has.
Kittle's not as good as he used to be.
Oh, shit.
All right, pump back that frame. So basically, going from the 49ers, basically, I'm gonna pump the brakes on a team I've been pumping the brakes on a little bit. I've actually pumped the brakes on this team before the season fucking started. I'm pumping the brakes on the Buffalo Bills. All right.
Welcome, Jamie.
Jamie, welcome.
What's going on, Jamie? Basically, we will fit you in going into the injuries because we're about to, kind of. Well, actually, no, we'll fit you in with Panic. We're about to pump the brakes, and I'm pumping the brakes on the Buffalo Bills. The reason why I'm pumping the brakes on the Buffalo Bills is because they've been playing like absolute ass. All right. Yeah. They play literally good for maybe half a quarter.
They damn near gave our dad a fucking heart attack.
They damn near made me fucking quit.
They damn near gave the Giants hope on their season.
The refs gave them the game.
I'm not gonna lie.
And the Giants aren't supposed to do
if
that.
they lost to the Giants, we wouldn't be here right now.
No.
Why? Because
Ricky would have had a heart attack.
No, it wasn't even a heart attack. All right. I, as a Bills fan, I lived through wide right. I lived through Thurman Thomas losing his fucking helmet. I lived through 52-18. All right. I lived through the Music City Miracle, Hail Murray, every fucking time that there is a big moment in the NFL. It is the Buffalo Bills being the bitch of it all. All right.
So I come to the conclusion.
No, but as a fan, all right, as a fan, all right, there comes a time when you've had enough and you want your team to win. I mean, I know I probably can go to feel this exact same fucking way where you get done
That's me every week.
screaming at your TV and you get done with being a fan of the entire game because your team lets you down. I'm looking at Jets fans. I'm looking at fans
Cleveland.
of the
Commies.
Red Sox. I'm looking at
Commies.
fans before they won.
Orioles.
Fans of the Red Sox before they won.
Let Ricky cook, Ben.
All right.
Or
I mean,
Cubs fans. Cubs fans.
He already
Yeah,
said
Cubs
that.
fans.
He just said
White
it.
Sox.
Yeah,
White
yeah.
Sox fans.
Well, White Sox. White Sox have fans.
Browns fans.
Well, I mean, the Browns.
Can we let him talk?
Yes, go ahead. Sorry.
All right, but no, like they're and basically, you either pack up your team or you pack up the game, and like I've gotten to the point with Buffalo where I'm not packing up the team, I'm packing up the game. Because I lived for years with ESPN. All right. Every highlight that, showed off everyone. The highlight was a Bills player getting hurt or getting beat by it. Bills players getting mossed and posterized and things like that. Not Commanders, not Giants.
Lately,
It was the Bills.
Lately, it's been Giants, but yes, I see what you mean.
I mean, lately it's been Tennessee.
But Ricky,
But even Dave got a fucking moment on us.
The Commanders have been a joke for 30
Well,
years.
The moment that we have.
That when you're done.
Yeah, what you got?
I was gonna say, being a Central New Yorker, you realize, and Rick, you're not the only one. I know so many Bills fans around here that literally their hearts are broken every year.
Yeah, it's
I've never seen fans that are so passionate. They're some of the coolest fans you'll ever meet. They're crying and just tearing because their team failed them.
Yeah,
and
it's not your guys' fault.
No,
it's not really coaching. It's just like the will of the football gods just does. Western New York.
And I hate to say it, I think we're about to suffer we're about to walk back into walking mediocrity. I'll get to that when we get into panic.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely pumping the brakes on the Bills. Their playoff hopes. I mean, yeah, this could possibly go into panic next week. All things depending. I mean, Buffalo has New England next week.
If they lose to New England, I don't know what to do.
Anyway, shut the game off. The game's over. Yeah.
Ricky, what's the next one?
It's panic time.
It's panic time. I mean, Cobra looks like he's going to be panicking on Buffalo, but actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and let Cobra take over this one since we're going to kind of, since that way none of you guys can steal his shit.
Yeah.
If Jamie does come back. A panic moment. But yeah, Cobra, why are you panicking against the Bills?
I am panicking against the Buffalo Bills because seriously, only 14 points against the fucking New York goddamn Giants that are so battered and tattered that you can wipe your ass with it.
You're not wrong. I'm not going to deny that being a Giants fan.
So and that falls back to my pump the brakes.
It does.
But, let you finish, and then I'll go back. And I'll go back to why.
I am with you. I am tired. So sick. I'm tired of this shit. But yet I can't give up. I can't give up as far as shutting the game off. We'll not do it because of that. But as far as this season, unless something is done that offense gets unfucked, then yes, it's time to panic and tear it all down. Fired the entire coaching staff. That includes McDermott. That includes Dorsey, who should have been fired last goddamn year when he gave up on the season last year. Start trading off some assets so we get more picks so we can start rebuilding.
Wow, that's not even panic. That is you just bulldozing the thing. And I'm gonna say this, the reason I'll put the brakes on that panic on that. All right, they were playing their old offensive coordinator who knows the defense, who knows McDermott. All right, who knew a game plan on how to face the Bills. They were playing a quarterback who is a guy in Western New York for helping get Buffalo out of that playoff slump. All right? They had a returning Saquon Barkley who they had no answer for on defense. All right? No answer. Could not contain him. All right? And, they were able to get no pressure on Tyrod Taylor. All right? None. All right, that goes to, if Milano was there, probably we'd see something different. All right, a lot of people will be like, okay, yeah, the refs gave it to Buffalo. All right? There are times when there is a penalty on both sides. Because Darren Waller also had Taron Johnson's face mask. All right? So, basically the ref let him play.
But I will just say, I think it might be just time to panic.
I mean, it's, I'm pumping the brakes on both sides with Buffalo. Because, as much as, I want to basically shut the game off and say good season and be done with it. All right, just go on to other projects and things that I can do on Sundays instead of watching a football game. All right? But, I've been a fan of this game. This is my sport. All right, my sport. I am cut me, and I bleed red, white, blue.
Yeah.
All right,
red, white, blue, and buffalo sauce.
Hot wings. That shit. But no. So, it's what it is. And Ben, who are you panicking on?
A quick reminder that Ricky is older than I am, so he has every right to say that.
I want to go with the obvious. But I'm not going to go with the obvious.
There's
a game that played on Thursday night, and the Chiefs struggled to score against the Broncos. It's time to panic for the Chiefs and their offense. Their offense is not scoring like they have been in the past. And as I've been saying, that's the Eric Bieniemy effect. They only scored 19 points against the Broncos, and the Broncos are getting an ass whooped by almost every single team they played. That doesn't add up.
That's the power of high-end talent. Just ask the Steelers about that.
Well,
the Steelers of 2021. The ones that went
the Chiefs need to figure out
had 11 in those streaks before they lost to Commanders. Yeah. Ask them about the high-end talent.
But so continuing on with Ben and the Chiefs. Sorry, Jason went insert mode.
It's not hitting on all cylinders. They've lost a lot of talent. Kelsey's not getting younger. I think there's a big distraction going on with Taylor Swift too. I mean, that could also be causing the effect.
I agree there. I can agree with that.
So there's Tony Romoism.
Well, I was going to say, there's a lot of distractions on a lot of that offense. Patrick Mahomes with State Farm.
State Farm and his brother.
Patrick Mahomes' brother, his wife. That's a mess there too. So
yeah, well,
that's there, but I mean, like I see, I see no one really on the Chiefs stepping up except for Isaiah Pacheco, and that's pretty much it.
All right.
Yeah, they don't really have a running game going on either.
Well, Isaiah Pacheco, he's doing. All right, so Tyler, go ahead and give me a team you're panicking on.
I'm panicking on my own New York Giants. It's time to fucking panic, guys. We had that motherfucking game on Sunday, and we lost. That's how incomplete the Giants are. We had a game won against one of the best teams in the league, if you can even call them that.
Can you know? Right.
The only
continue. Keep going
with the Giants.
Keep going. Come on.
How I want to put it is the fact that we need to get rid of Daniel Jones. We need a healthy O-line, and we need a team that actually wants to fucking play and actually show up and actually play all 4 quarters. We need an offense that'll keep our defense off the field enough so they can actually get rest instead of being tired. That's what happened at the end of the game. Is our defense got so tired because our offense couldn't stay on the fucking field more than 30 seconds. We got tired. We couldn't stop Stephon Diggs or Josh Allen, and that's a lot of the reason why we lost. And that's a lot of the reason
they also didn't run it.
Okay.
They also should have ran it, and very, very poor clock management. We need to fire our offensive coordinator. Our offensive coordinator is absolute ass.
Oh, God, that sounds like a lot of teams in the league right now fire our offensive coordinator.
That would be the people who are saying that are Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and now the New York Dirks.
And the Chiefs.
I'm also going to say Ben and Ricky. It's been more than time to panic for the Giants because Daniel Jones is a waste of $40 million.
He was a reach from the start, and strangely yet is the best quarterback in that draft.
He looks lost.
Kyler Murray is beyond. If you compare, Kyler Murray is a far better quarterback. What the fuck are you talking about?
But he was the top pick. He was the top pick in that draft. So
Kyler Murray is getting hosed in Arizona right now.
He is. He's getting fucked over.
And yet he did it to himself.
A lot of it, yes.
He's getting what's the other guy that was there before him? Now you don't remember his name.
Carson Palmer.
Yeah, Rosen. He's gonna be he's now being replaced like he was with Rosen. So he's gonna be a nobody in about a year or two.
I don't know.
Then again, that's how a lot of these teams are treating their quarterbacks. It's like the 5th-year option. They're pretty much like condoms.
Well, Browns were pull out early on their quarterbacks.
Ricky, who you panicking on?
It's Jamie's turn.
Yeah, Jamie's
hello.
here. So
Hi.
Jamie is.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello,
Jamie.
Hello.
You can hear us all right.
Yes, I can.
Okay, so you.
But it's time to panic.
Time to panic. You are here as a firefighter, sir. Which team are you? Which team are you leaving in the?
And it's a shame. No, not Calgary. But coincidentally, it's another team that does start with a C, the Chargers. It sucks because as a team that I don't really get to watch that often, there's a lot of people on that team that I like, but they have just not been playing good at all year long. And yes, I know it's the Cowboys. I understand that. Yes, they have a good defense. I understand that.
Jamie,
Cowboys are ass.
Can I interrupt you for a minute on that?
Sure.
I've said it once before. I'll say it again. You can take the Chargers out of San Diego. You cannot take the San Diego out of the Chargers.
That is a fact. That is a
Fuck
big
you,
fact.
Spanos.
But more importantly, the person who I'm panicking on right now is Justin Herbert. This kid has all the talent in the world, and he looks more lost than Daniel Jones.
So let's add on to that. I was gonna choose the Chargers too. That's why I didn't choose them, because
At
I
least the
chose the Chiefs. 'cause
Chargers
I knew
actually
I was
have
gonna
it.
choose them.
At least the Chargers can actually play a
But-
game for an entire game.
Can
Do
they?
you feel?
Can
Do
they
you
though?
feel that
Can
he's
they?
gonna be?
I'm with Jamie
Do
on
you
this
feel
one.
he's gonna be
Can they?
traded?
It just seems like the Chargers only play one half.
I mean, there's a
Jamie,
lot of teams.
do you
that
feel that Justin
But
Herbert
the
will be
Chargers
traded?
are the most guilty. They proved that in the playoffs because their fucking coach is an idiot. Supposed to be an analytical darling, yet it's proving to be just as similar as Hugh Jackson.
I want to say
Again,
something.
Jamie, do you think that Herbert will be traded?
Yes.
Yes,
I definitely believe he will be traded. And it
there
might
is
be one of those scenarios where a
I'm
different.
and we'll talk about that next week because that's when the trade deadline is. We'll save that for next week.
Yep.
So, Ricky.
Well, actually, Jamie, did you have anything you wanted to add with the Chargers? Anything else before I go ahead?
There was one last thing. The other thing that doesn't help Justin Herbert is their receivers can't stay healthy to save their lives. Every single year, it's either Keenan Allen or Mike Williams getting on the injury reserve for over half the season, and now Josh Palmer's supposed to be, Mike Williams is out, no problem. We're going to throw on Josh Palmer. Oh, good. Look, he hurt himself before the game. He's now questionable. They just can't stay healthy. So they need to think about what they're doing when it comes to conditioning their players. Start talking about body as opposed to football, and maybe they might actually do better. But I'm panicking on
And hope because that turf is shitty.
A lot. The SoFi
A lot
Stadium
of-
turf.
a lot of-
It's fucking.
No, not SoFi. Just every stadium with artificial turf.
All right.
So Ricky.
So, team that I am going to be like, let's go full on panic mode. Let's go New Orleans.
Ooh.
That's gonna be a
Yeah,
questionable one.
that's certain B's that then people oh wait, no, they're on fire.
Well, no, so the reason why, a little bit panicked on the Saints, you're not playing really well right now. I mean, part of it, okay, isn't anything more than Jameis Winston.
He's famous, Jameis, the famous turnover chef.
Yeah, but
He's a cheerleader on the sidelines, and
he's
had Alvin
famous.
Kamara
He
look
is
at him
famous,
crazy.
Jameis, similar to famous Amos cookies. That's what he delivers, turnovers.
well, either way, but you lost to the Texans. You lost.
The thing is the Texans are actually good though.
We know this.
You lost to the Packers after leading by 17. Or was that the Falcons?
That was the
Either
Falcons.
or.
That was the
Or
Falcons.
they blew a
Anyway,
17-point
yeah, I mean, yeah, you're kind of, Olave's. Michael Thomas is Michael Thomas, and it's just like your offense is just not doing much anything, lately. I mean, yes, you put up 34 against New England, but I could probably pick up about 10 other guys, and I points against New England.
Congratulations, New Orleans.
At this point, the Georgia Bulldogs could probably put up 30 on New England.
Orange
Syracuse Orange could probably
congratulations,
put up.
New Orleans Saints.
Syracuse Orange could probably put up 30 against the fucking
The
Patriots.
Akron Zips.
Fuck. as I was gonna say, congratulations, New Orleans. You're trying to show off this brand new engine you created. It's a North Star engine. No, it blows up. It blows up within like two or 300. Yeah.
All right. So,
the turbo
guys,
diesel
that is our hype train.
Can I chime in?
Yeah.
You could have had
calibrated.
You could have had less. Next.
So,
It's
basically
bad that Derek Carr, he blew his engine already, and people looked forward to Jameis Winston taking over the offense.
When you're looking forward to famous Jameis taking over that offense, you are fucked.
I mean, we also did kind of see this with Derek Carr. He went in Vegas. Well, just with the Raiders in general, like there are games where we can almost call him the Magic Man because there are some games that he just fucking disappears.
Hey, Ricky,
he pulled a David Copperfield, David Blaine type shit.
Can I add something, Ricky?
Yeah, go.
You can't take the Oakland out of players, or actually you can't take
the Oakland out of a player.
You can't. So apparently you can't watch.
I was gonna say, don't
Oakland
get a shot.
Oakland, both the Raiders and the A's were a mistake.
We are fucked. We're getting canceled.
I was gonna say, don't get a shot.
Before,
you're the one talking down about Oakland. Oakland is wonderful people.
Goodell, I'll meet you tomorrow morning in Canton.
So before we get canceled, let's at least go get something from Fanatic. Our plate sponsor. Get yourself an Oakland A's jersey before you move to Vegas. Get yourself a hat. Get yourself.
Oakland A's suck.
World Series is coming up soon. Support your team.
Get yourself a New York Giants trash can.
Yep. And don't forget to use the I can't do that. I was gonna say use the code SMORES because they're having a flash sale, but you'll probably be burning that code like in that trash can of the New York Giants.
Yep. Yeah. Basically, gone.
What if I already burned my jersey? Does that count?
Oh, I was gonna say more like basically that code will probably be gone before I got
before the next player gets injured next week.
Yeah, almost like Colorado hype.
Yep. Yeah.
Almost like
sorry,
that could have been
Colorado
gone.
lead.
That could have been gone like Mac Jones' career.
All right. So
now we are talking injury report.
So yeah, speaking of Mac Jones, basically he will probably be put on few people's fantasy lineups going into next week because this have 6 teams on bye, and we have a lot of injuries that happened during this past week. We had 6 quarter right now with the questionable tag on it, coupled with the doubtful tag on it. This
you want to add Daniel Jones to this?
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, that's even before adding the people that are already injured. Notable injuries from this week at the quarterback position. Jimmy Garoppolo left in the second quarter for the Raiders against the Patriots. Actually, had to go to the hospital because of his back.
There's another. Can I add on now? Like, I have a couple of injuries.
We're gonna get into it.
Yep, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was gonna help out. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna.
He's excited. He's like you.
Yeah, this is. I know. I understand this.
I forgot what I was saying. Okay, fine.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's the time we let you out of the asylum. Before your drug test. Almost daily.
I am the Joker of this podcast. So it does make sense.
Fuck off. That's me, Tyler.
All right. So, oh God,
never rub another man's rhubarb.
Oh, wait,
rub out what?
What?
Anyway,
talking about jokers here.
But yeah, so Baker Mayfield hurt his finger, or hurt his thumb, hand, whatever. Justin Fields dislocated his thumb.
It might have saved his season.
Ooh. Hurt again.
Shoulder.
With his shoulder. Probably when he intersected into that fight in Buffalo amongst the Giants and the Bills. I'm surprised nobody got ejected from that fucking thing.
I really am too. I was literally sitting there like, who's getting ejected? Who's getting ejected?
I was like three Giants and maybe 2 Bills were going to get ejected out of that. We also had Ryan Tannehill get hurt.
Trevor Lawrence
Trevor Lawrence got hurt in the fourth quarter.
Baker got hurt.
Almost
I mean,
made me
oh,
put
yeah,
the
yeah,
Titans on as my panic team.
Well, as soon as I saw Deron Payne go out, I thought it was game over for Washington for a minute.
Christian McCaffrey went out.
Yeah. He came back.
You know, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel,
the Christian McCaffrey to Samuel
Montez Sweat, Tyreek Hill.
Damian Harris.
I mean, Tyreek Hill only, not gonna lie, we can rest that out. It was only, it was only like cramps.
Montez Sweat can come back. It was a hand. He can put a cast over like they normally do with linemen. Like that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Why not just wrap it up in so much tape? He has a Mr. Game and Watch style hand,
club hand. DK Metcalf had a hip injury. Garrett Wilson was spotted with a limp. The Los Angeles Rams backfield,
I was about to say, not the healthy type of limp.
Yeah,
they're going to start calling the XFL for some backup help.
Seriously, Cam Akers might get a fucking call from the Rams. Like, I want you back.
They might have.
I want you back, baby.
I was like, hey, you got some players you can lend us?
David Montgomery got hurt. Well, so yeah, there's a lot of injuries right now. So, basically just focus on week 6. The guys that are out then, that got put out and things like that. I want we're gonna talk quarterbacks only. I want each of you guys to give me one quarterback. Actually, you can even give me the same
Jamie
quarterback.
Dropped.
Jamie dropped. When Jamie gets back in, we'll kind of let him throw in. But give me a quarterback who you feel their loss is most significant to their team. All right, Ben, go ahead and start us off. Which quarterback injury do you feel is the most devastating?
All right. So first, I just want to say that no matter what, I would never add Mac Jones to my quarterback spot. I will leave it blank.
Get on with it.
No, he's got a point. But I mean, the day Mac Jones is your starting fantasy quarterback, there's quarterback.
You might as well be starting Peterman.
I would say right now, the team right now most affected, I mean, honestly, it's the Colts, even though it's already
no.
Well,
quarterback
this week,
quarterback.
This week, quarterback of the five or six quarterbacks that got hurt this week. Give me that.
Already off topic. Fuck me.
This is what happens with us. We go on the hype train and we go off the rails.
All right, I'm gonna have to go with Deshaun Watson being out so far. Has hurt the Browns.
No.
Only week 6. Only week 6.
Just week 6. Tyler, this is all your fault.
Well, I didn't even say anything. That's the best part.
But no,
Buccaneers.
So Baker Mayfield.
So
finally he's on topic. Fuck.
Well, no, I mean he does have points. The Colts losing Anthony Richardson. But you have Gardner Minshew. All right. The Sean Watson.
The point I was gonna make is
the Sean Cosby just needs a massage or 2.
Yeah. But like PJ Walker did great. He filled in nicely. And I mean, with those, I kind of see where Ben's going. Like where, those injuries may have seemed like, super devastating. Cubs really did well. Definitely, falling with the Fanatics. So get you a Gardner Minshew jersey. Get you a PJ Walker jersey. Not even saying Nathan Peterman. But yeah. The legendary Nathan Peterman throwing 4 interceptions and a half.
Yeah.
And not coming back, unlike so Cobra, of the week 6 quarterback injuries, which one is more devastating?
Oh. for the team or for the city's ladies, because Jimmy Garoppolo, definitely is one of the most impactful injuries on the Raiders. Because who's the Raiders backup?
So when Jimmy G couldn't play a couple weeks ago, they went with Aiden O'Connell.
Who?
Yeah, he's a rookie. They went with a rookie.
Okay.
All right.
That would explain that.
So, but he also didn't play well. So when Jimmy Garoppolo went down, they went with Brian Hoyer.
Yeah.
The ageless Brian Hoyer.
Yeah. It's kind of reinforcing my point a little bit. It is kind of reinforcing my point a little bit. That Jimmy Garoppolo being injured impacted the Raiders big time. But good news, Vegas ladies.
You'll have some downtime.
Yeah, you'll have a lot of downtime because he'll be laying down. Just take care of him. Be gentle. All right, Tyler.
So Tyler,
the biggest one I would say is Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence.
I mean, well, yeah. Who is the backup?
Who's the backup to Jacksonville?
That is a good point.
Yeah,
Blake Bortles. Is it really?
No.
I was just about to say.
No, it's not Blake.
It's not Blake Bortles. If it was Blake Bortles, then God, we have nothing to fear. Yeah, absolutely. But
anyway, but like I said about Trevor Lawrence, he's literally the catalyst of that team. If he goes down, it's not going to be good news for.
Yeah, it's not going to be pretty.
I had my doubts about Trevor, but the way he played last season I'm on the hype train with the Jags.
Especially like
I have a love
infection
for Trevor Lawrence and his long hair.
Yeah, like seriously, Ben, you definitely let your mouth, sir. Just saying. But I will say, and well, I am actually surprised that with this, that we all went with somebody different. Because I am going with Ryan Tannehill's injury in Tennessee.
Forgot about him.
Yep. Because Malik Willis, he, in his play against the Baltimore Ravens, he reminded me of Justin Fields in his rookie season. Almost to the point where I was saying as a comment, with other friends of mine, that he was Justin Fields light.
I plugged this on the Dumpster Fire podcast.
All right, nice. But yeah, so with Malik Willis, they're not to move that ball until he's able to throw the ball down the field. It's going to be probably even 9 in the box against King Henry, and where okay, yeah, I mean Baker, that's another devastating one because you get Kyle Trask to lead that wonderful Tampa Bay offense, but still. Tampa Bay has offensive weapons. You can put a quarterback in there to potentially win a game.
I mean, when your last name rhymes with trash.
Pretty much. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo, they have Hoyer. Hoyer's a good backup. He can actually start a game. He did down in Houston. I mean, it didn't really go well, but you still have a great threesome of receivers down out in Vegas. You have the rushing champion from last year and Josh Jacobs.
That's if Josh Jacobs is healthy, though.
Sorry?
That's if Josh Jacobs can stay healthy. He's been on and off.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of seeing that the Raiders are probably not as healthy as they should be or could be.
They're a solid team if they could stay healthy.
Yeah. So, next, kind of. So, of everyone else, which player do you think their loss is more devastating? I mean, you could go with a different quarterback. Absolutely. Or you can go with, somebody, like Christian McCaffrey got hurt. Debo Samuel got hurt. The entire, backfield of the Rams got hurt pretty much. So what do you say, Ben? Which injury do you think is more impactful?
Definitely
If it's
Debo
long term.
Samuel. Definitely Debo Samuel, because if the way you look at it, Brock Purdy is an average quarterback in anybody else's system.
Thanks for time.
Yeah, I mean, understandable.
When you get rid of the target for Debo Samuel and then you had CMC go down, who else do you have left to throw to? Kittle is not who he used to be. He was a flash in a pan. Now he's hit or miss. He's not reliable anymore. He can get injured at any moment.
I
wouldn't say flash in the pan. I think once Kittle got hurt,
he lost a step.
He lost lost 2 steps.
Yeah, that's the best. Yeah, it's not flash in the pan because George Kittle.
He wasn't even that old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, it's injuries will do that to a player. Sometimes your talent goes, and looks like by super chat.
I just think he's the only reason why I call him flash in the pants, because the only reason why he's around right now is because of what he's done in the past. I don't even think he should be worthy enough of sticking around because he hasn't done anything lately.
Well, but I kind of agree with you with the Debo Samuel thing, with that injury, because when he went down, especially as early as he did, like they really didn't adjust for Debo. Like they tried to run a Debo centralized offense without Debo being there. And losing your gadget player, especially somebody that probably, if Debo was healthy, probably would have made the Browns his bitch. But, they just didn't have that happen. And, the Browns capitalized and won the game. Even 2 interceptions in that first quarter. Or not first quarter, first half. So, Cobra.
CMC.
Yep. Yeah, that was the final nail in the coffin, pretty much, against the Browns, because Elijah Mitchell. Elijah Mitchell was good in New York, and the other kid that they got that everybody should pick up in fantasy leagues with that. But yeah, they just, cannot do what CMC does. CMC does the work of 3-4 people. Again, probably the oblique injury, as Tyler said, is because, CMC carrying the team on the back, kind of, keep him on the injury reports. Yeah, Cobra is definitely helping getting the podcast plugged with some other friends of the channel.
The Dumpster Fire podcast on YouTube.
Yep, those guys are definitely good people to go ahead and take. Well, Tyler, give me another injury that was devastating.
Andrew Thomas for the Giants. Not having our Pro Bowl lineman has actually hurt our season a lot. Daniel Jones is a shitty quarterback, but you can't really play on without one of your best linemen not being there.
Well, with that, even so, watching that Bills game, there was no real pressure on Tyrod Taylor. Yeah, that, against the better defense, you get something out of that. My injury that I think is going to hurt of somebody not mentioned by you guys is Kyron Williams of the Los Angeles Rams. That boy got hurt. He gave the Rams something that the Rams have definitely needed for the past 2-3 years.
And it's gone.
Yep, the running game. He, solid running back. Cannot wait for that guy to come back because again, he has that it, ladies and gentlemen. So that is a shame there. So kind of running this quick a little bit. We need ourselves a surprise for week 6. What was the surprise in Week 6.
My surprise.
And actually, I'm going to take away the easiest. I'm going to take away the easies. Upset special does not count. So,
upset specials.
Upset specials. So we've already mentioned that a couple of times. Give me a difference.
Let me see which one's a real surprise.
Pretty much. It could be a player. Basically I want to get rid of, the Jets upsetting of the Eagles, the Browns upset of the 49ers,
How about
the bad rep. Yeah.
How about the horrible time management by the Falcons? That last fourth quarter was horrendous.
Okay,
you had
Falcons.
one delay of game. You almost had another delay of game come out. And then you had to waste a timeout to avoid that delay of game. You might have just taken a delay of game and kept your timeout.
Yeah, fair.
Like, they just shit the bed in the last 5 minutes of that game.
All right. Cobra, that's a surprise to you.
Well, my easy surprise actually belongs to you. Good they have been playing as of late. Like, this is going to be the sleeper team. They might back into the playoffs, into a wildcard spot.
Tyler, give me a surprise.
Tyler.
He's taking his drug test. All right. So, basically my surprise is, I'm going to say the Broncos.
Broncos fight with the Chiefs.
Yep. The Broncos actually, they had that the Chiefs. Or more, KC barely covering the spread. All right. Tyler, are you back?
Talking about the spread. Next week, they're only 5.5.
Who, the Chiefs or
the Chiefs against the Chargers?
That's not surprising.
I think that the Chargers offense. I think Austin Eckler is supposed to come back this week. That's probably why. That's going there. So last call for Tyler.
Tyler.
He might be. Tyler.
Bueller. All right. So,
since Tyler.
Well, actually, I think Tyler just got shut down because I was like, okay, instead of the obvious.
Either that or he is AFK.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably had.
Leaning towards AFK, had to probably have a bathroom emergency.
Like Lamar Jackson during a game. Yeah,
pretty much.
I'll do honorable mention of an injury.
Oh, yeah? What you got?
Brandon Scherf. That could be impactful if he stays out for a long period of time.
Maybe. We'll see. This league is next man up a lot.
Yeah.
And we're kind of seeing that with everybody anymore. But Jason, Cobra.
It's time to rev up them tanks, boys. It's time to announce our tankmen.
All right. Basically doing a drill with our tankmen. Basically, these are your 5 teams that suck ass. And get away from me, Congressman, man. I didn't say anything about, anything about that. All right, so Ben, give me your 5 teams that last week kind of they stunk up the place. Number 5.
Number 5, give me the Broncos.
All right, the Broncos. Cobra, the sign of excellence. Give me a number 4.
The New Orleans Saints.
The Aints. All right,
number 3. We're to come on in. We're gonna give it to the Patriots. Number 2, the Cardinals.
And number 1,
Number 1, the Giants.
The Giants.
I love you.
Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
I love you guys so much for saying the Giants is number 1.
All
right.
All right. Cobra. Number 5.
Number 5, the Broncos.
All right. Now, for in honor of the 4 horsemen, the symbol of excellence, Cobra, who is your number 4?
That is the New England Patriots.
Number 3.
Number 3, bring them bags out of retirement. It's the Aints.
All right. Number 2.
The New Jersey Giants.
And number 1.
I said it once, I said it again. You could take the San Diego out of the you can take Chargers out of San Diego, but you cannot take the Chargers out of San Diego.
All right. Tyler. So
Number 5.
Number 5.
New Orleans
Nailed
Aints.
Oh, the Aints. The Aints.
Number 4.
Number 4.
San Diego Chargers.
Number 3.
Number 3. Las Vegas. Or actually, I'm going to be an asshole and say Oakland Raiders.
Woo.
No, it's not. You're not being an asshole. You're just being right.
Number 2.
Politically
Number
correct.
2. Patriots.
Number 1.
Yours truly, the one that should have won the game, the New York Giants.
All right.
Get rid of Daniel Jones and we'll be fine. I'm kidding. Get a fucking offensive line that actually works.
All right.
So Ricky,
somebody want to count me down?
Oh, I got you. Ricky, number 5.
Number 5. I am going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I am flashing that symbol, the symbol of excellence. Number 4.
They won this game, but they should not have won this game. The Buffalo.
Right.
I thought you were about to say Buffalo
Number
Bison.
3. Buffalo Bisons, more like it. All right. Number 3 is the New Orleans Saints.
All right. Number 2.
Number 2 is. Ooh, this is kind of hard. Not going to lie. Number 2 is the New York Giants.
And finally, the Golden Tank, number 1.
This Golden Tank has the number 1 and number 2 Bears. Why? Because your basically only set of offense pretty much went down. So left with Nathan Peterman, more a rookie. So,
and most likely they're going to go with the greatest, the Peter meme.
All right. So, basically looking at everything, kind of next week, the Bears take on the Raiders. So in a matchup that is about as appealing as gas station sushi, we have that lineup going on. So I was going to say, probably anybody against the Bears will be holla at your boy candidates. Probably not. But speaking of which,
Are you sure
it is time. Because it's time for my favorite part of the show. It is time to holla at your boy. Woo! All right, so holla at your boy, brought to you by the people at W Energy, with everybody, anyone who is new to the show. These guys were guys that if you played fantasy football or used them in your lineups this week, basically got your team to W. So, Ben, give me your boy. Holla at your boy. Who you got?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Can we just say an entire offense or defense?
No. The only time a all squad can be mentioned is the defense, special teams, kind of follow fantasy rules. Don't just go like, oh yeah, this guy has scored the most points, so but basically this is the guy that you probably picked up or used that was a value or something like that. That basically holla at your boy.
You know what? Let's go with Justin Tucker.
Okay.
Justin Tucker. Yeah. Oh man, 6 field goals. Sexy. The greatest Raven of all time. Thank you very much.
Hold on,
The
nuance.
Right.
Cobra.
So I can't say refs, field turf, Roger Goodell, or the rain. Okay, just so the listeners is for. But I will say, as much as this pains me to say this, because this is like watching an ugly chick butt floss with a towel, I'm going with the Dallas Cowboys.
Wait. The defense?
The defense.
We can go defense.
All right. Yeah, I was gonna say defense. You can name a whole squad. Yeah, because we've already done that once before with the Steelers.
All right, I'm gonna have to go with my pick now. I'm going with the New York Jets defense.
That was our little shout out from our friends at the Dumpster Fire Podcast. 5 points fits in your name tree. Thank you once again.
Yeah, Jets D. All right, absolutely.
Just
yeah.
like Zach Wilson.
All right, so we have the Jets D. Now for me, this is a guy that I absolutely love. All right, he is, always a must start. In fact, this is his fucking name, Raheem Mustard.
Oh yes, because Raheem Mostert got me a dub in my fantasy.
He did.
Football.
Same here.
Yep. Yeah. Like I said, if you played him, you pretty much got the W. Brought with the wonderful folks at W Energy. And now, basically, it's time to put the past to bed, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Put the past, bury it, bury the shovel, whatever, bury the ex-wife. I mean, what?
Sponsored by Bulletproof Coffee.
So, well,
get yourself some bold predictions, because we are about to go Thursday night football, right, Ricky?
Yes, we are looking ahead to Thursday night, and we're looking to get some of that bold, like the taste of Bulletproof Coffee, as the Jacksonville Jaguars, with or without Trevor Lawrence, take on the New Orleans Saints, with or without an offense.
And a reminder that we here at the Social Sports Pad Podcast remind everyone listening, gamble responsibly.
Yep, don't bet your
Gamble
ass.
responsibly. No, actually, let's actually put that in. Please gamble responsibly. If you have issues, please call the helpline. Gambling's a serious issue.
Because seriously,
no, gambling isn't my problem.
But gambling addiction is a problem.
Gambling addiction is a problem, a very huge problem.
Yes.
We might make light of everything on the Social Sports Pad Podcast, but please,
that is,
you do not, do things in a manner that dramatically affects your life. All right.
Yeah. Don't be irresponsible with your life. You only have one.
Absolutely. So, the wonderful people at Vegas who are out of their fucking minds sometimes.
Yeah, they love licking their lips, rigging these games for us. All
right.
Fuck.
So, the New Orleans Saints currently hold a 3.5 point edge as favorites over the Jacksonville Jaguars. More than likely because of the injury to Trevor Lawrence. Otherwise, I'd probably say that, the Jags would probably be the ones favored. Are as follows, to those that are new to the program. I've given the game and the spread. Each of the guys are going to give their prediction of the results, and then a bold prediction as, sponsored by the wonderful people at Bulletproof Coffee.
The link is in our Spotify description down below.
Yep, absolutely. So, Ben, go ahead. Give us that bold, baby.
Trevor Lawrence is going to play.
That's not bold.
That's not bold. The one that's not bold, too.
To be fair, yeah.
It's not even a pick who's going to win and cover the spread, Ben.
Jacksonville's going to win, and they're going to spread those New Orleans cheeks. Come on now. Tickets are low as $25. Come on.
Well, that's
they
because
don't even have hope in New Orleans.
Stars there. All right, so
exactly,
again, so they're getting French quartered.
They're getting manhandled. They're going to take them out to the shed. They're going to whoop their ass. And they're going to come out and they're going to get one of those deer. They're going to shoot the deer. They're going to skin it and then let the team watch them skin the deer. They're just going to be ass raped, okay? So Tony Khan's going to be on his coach.
Well, we did not condone that.
We did not condone that. Like,
sorry.
This is, seriously.
This is a consensual anal channel.
Yeah, this is, Razor is not that. So, anywho.
Jacksonville is going to wipe the floor with New Orleans.
So,
it's going to be a 30-point
return.
shutout.
Ooh, a shutty. That's pretty bold. What you got?
I'm going to go a little bit bolder than that with my Jacksonville victory.
Okay.
The Jacksonville defense are going to hold the New Orleans Saints 100 yards total offense.
Okay. Okay.
Because the New Orleans Saints are going to have a huge struggle. Any type of momentum. Any type of forward progress.
Damn. Even with Kamara?
Even with Alvin Shinsuke Nakamura.
I have a bold prediction, Travis.
Okay.
Yeah, it's your turn now, Tyler.
It's your turn. Give me that bold.
Calvin Ridley and Travis Etienne will both have 2 touchdowns.
All right. So
Jacksonville is winning.
TDs, and you got a Jags win?
Yes, Jags win.
Right? Okay, so no Jamie right now. So
Jamie's not even
So now, Ricky.
So basically, Jamie is kind of going, on the IR with this.
I think he stepped in for a cup of bulletproof coffee and stepped back.
The cream always rises to the top. Oh, yeah. And speaking of the cream rising to the top, I am going with beating the New Orleans Saints on the back of Travis Etienne, regardless of Trevor Lawrence playing. ETN. You remember the game in Buffalo, he had his highest career total yards. I say he tops that against the Saints.
I can definitely dig that.
Absolutely. So, basically, everybody that hit podcast, we definitely appreciate you guys always for listening in and showing that you have given us these 6 weeks so far.
Heading into week 7, it's definitely going to be very interesting. We're getting closer and closer to the Lombardi Trophy.
Yeah, we are inch and ever so closer to. So that's the only way the Vegas is going to see the Super Bowl this year.
They have to buy a ticket.
Yep.
But
all right. So for everybody, this has been the.
Hey, please no music.
Yeah, no music.
We don't want to get canceled even further than we already have been.
That would be copyright.
Yeah, that'd be copyright cancel.
Look, copyright cancels are worse than just regular cancels.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because they'll want our money. And
what money? I ain't got no
money. They'll want them. They'll make us negative.
Negative?
Yes.
No, we're not the New England Patriots offense. No.
Hey-oh!
But no. So again, this has been another wonderful edition of the Social Sports Bet Podcast. Thank you, Cobra. Thank you, Ben, always for being here with me. Tyler, thank you again for coming.
And Jamie, even though you were not with us right now, thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always great to be on here with you guys and do this with you. And I'm glad that we're not canceled yet.
Yeah.
So for us here at the Social Sports Bad Podcast, I am Ricky. For Cobra, for Ben, for Tyler.
Have a
good the Social Sports Bad Podcast are wishing you guys always.
I should be a host at this point because I've set up almost every. I should be a host at this point. Like I should with the 3 of us.
Yeah, fair.
Objection,
Your Honor.
Seriously, you need to pass the drug test to be a host, sir. Thank you very much.
I had to Phoenix right your ass on that one, Tyler. Anyway, once again, have a good night.
Piss? Is it a piss or a drug? Is it a piss test?
Once
or is
again. Once again.
You should know.
You guys have a good night.
Good night.
Good week. And always.
A good season.
Good season,
Good
guys.
season.